Hi everyone, I'm Shelly and you're watching There's No Place Like Home. Today I just wanted to share something really interesting with you that I've been thinking about for quite a while, and that is about Jesus as sacrifice, priest, and king. I want to share something really interesting with you that I did hear on another channel quite some time ago. It might have been Alex Polyak on Bible Fulfilled. I'm not really sure. But here it goes, because it really does demonstrate Jesus as sacrifice and priest and king. In the Old Covenant, when Israel would take their sacrifices to the temple, they would present it to the high priest, who could only go into the Holy of Holies once a year. He would take that sacrifice into the Holy of Holies, and then he would smear the blood of that sacrifice onto the mercy seat. And if you remember what the mercy seat is, that is from the Ark of the Covenant, and it says that there was a cherubim over each end of the mercy seat. So that is where the blood from this sacrifice, I think it's typically a bull, would be smeared. Then the sins of those people would be imputed onto a goat, a scapegoat, and he would be sent off into the wilderness carrying the people's sins. After this, and after the priest came back out of the Holy of Holies, the atonement was considered to be complete. Now let's look at this in terms of what Jesus did. Jesus was crucified. He died on the cross for us. He was the sacrifice for our sins. It was his blood that was shed for our sins. So not only did he serve as the sacrifice, he also served as the scapegoat, as all of our sins were imputed upon him. When he rose again 3 days later, he then appeared to many people over a period of 40 days, but then he ascended into heaven. What you may not know is that the Holy of Holies in the temple was also known as heaven. It was symbolic of the true heaven. Jesus ascended into the true heaven, the true Holy of Holies, as the sacrifice, as the scapegoat. And then when he returned in the parousia in AD 70, that was Jesus as the priest coming out and telling us that atonement was complete. So I'm hoping that you can see the correlation. I don't say this as eloquently as other people do, but I think that it's a beautiful thing that we have Jesus. He died on the cross for us. He was the sacrifice. He ascended into heaven. He presented himself as the sacrifice and as the scapegoat to the Father in heaven. And then when he returned during the parousia, AD 70, that was him coming back out of the Holy of Holies, not only as priest, but when he came back in the parousia, he was coming back as king. He was a conquering king. And when he came out during that time, that was when Israel, the believing Israel, would know that the atonement was complete, because he had presented the offering to the Lord and then he had come back out. And I just think that that is an amazing picture to demonstrate this whole thing. Another thing that is really amazing to me is, I mentioned the mercy seat on the Ark of the Covenant. So I don't know if you remember, I don't have my Bible with me. I'm doing things really quickly this week, and I'll explain to you at the end of the video why. But in the Bible, when Jesus was resurrected and the disciples went and looked into the tomb, if you remember, there was an angel sitting where his head would have been and where his feet would have been. And if you think about this, the mercy seat on the Ark of the Covenant also had an angel at one end and an angel at the other end. Jesus is our mercy seat. And I think that that is just amazing, an amazing thing that was just shown to us through the Bible. And I don't know. I don't know if you're like this, but to me, seeing the correlation like this, it completely glorifies God, and it really is just a fantastic illustration of what all of this should mean. So anyway, I hope that I explained it in a way that you think that it's as amazing as I do, because if not, maybe I should go back and find the video that I actually heard it on, because he probably said it better than I do. As for the mercy seat, one angel being at the one end and one end at the other in the tomb, I believe that I read that in it was either in Covenant Creation by Tim Martin, or it was in a book called Inception that I am also reading by Derek Gilbert. I'm always reading more than one book at a time. I'm reading like 4 right now, but that's actually where I heard that anyway. But the reason that I've been kind of doing quicker videos this week is, well, multiple reasons. But first of all, my son is getting married in 2 days, which is really exciting. And so lots of running around doing last minute things. He has a beautiful venue in the Poconos that he is getting married in. So it's going to be a fantastic thing. While all this stuff is going, though, we still have, some of you might know that we've had some issues with the house recently. Now the latest thing is that what is it called? It's a digital Samsung smart stove. I don't even know for sure what it's called. I'm like looking at it like you can see it. But anyway, with the touch screen is just not responsive. So I can't even use the oven right now. All I can use is the stove. And we've tried unplugging it. We've tried flipping the breaker, and it's a brand new stove. So that's on the fritz, and then the brand new refrigerator just keeps buzzing and buzzing and buzzing like there's something wrong with it. And then on top of that, and these were all here when we bought the house, and the house was flipped. It was one of those houses that people come in and flip. And it seems like he just did things on the surface, but didn't do a really good job, and on the really important things, like there's LED lights throughout the house, which I love. I love the way that they look and how bright they are, but they're supposed to last for years. And we've already had to replace 4 since we moved here. And that's after our downstairs bathroom leaked, and we had to redo the floor in the dining room and put carpeting in. And all of this in a very short period of time. So yeah, we've had a lot going on, but at least we have something happy happening in 2 days. Well, actually, by the time that you see this, I probably will not be uploading this until Monday, May 19th. And my son is actually getting married on May 18th. So by the time that you see this, he will already be married. But anyway, that's really why I've been kind of just rushing a little bit more this week, just because I want to get content out there, but I also don't have as much time to research and create as I normally do. And I hope to get back to normal soon, but I figure every once in a while, I'll show my face here. I don't usually like to. I prefer to hide behind the screen because I don't like to be on camera, to be quite honest, but it is faster this way. But anyway, that's all that I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave one down below. And if you like my work and would like to become a channel member, I will leave a link in the description box for that as well. Or you can just click on it right on my channel page. And I hope you have a great day.